Welcome to the Rancher's Kid Podcast. I am Young Guru the God. Thank you for watching, listening, wherever you're receiving your content. Make sure that you like, subscribe, rate, and review. On today's episode, we discuss the craziness going on in Washington, D.C. as head Dorito, Donald Trumpito, tries to send his boys up to the Capitol to cause some confusion right as the transfer of power starts to go down. Me and Ed chop it up about that, and we get into MF Doom, Long Live and Long Rest the King. All of that and a little bit more on this episode of the Rancher's Kid Podcast. We're definitely gonna talk about Donald Trump and this whole whatever the fuck that was today, and then they just left. Yeah, they just left. I'm glad they left, but who knows what they left to go do? Like next 2 weeks is gonna be interesting.
He got another 16 days in office.
To raise purity hell. That boy got
14 days.
It's about to be Fortnite for real. We got a real Fortnite cut our way.
No, this shit about to be the purge.
Yeah, man.
He was purged today.
It was like the beginning of something that you don't want popping up in your society. Like we get used to the luxury of having free will and, like, you know what I'm saying, moving shit just always seemed to wrap up in some type of bow. You know what I'm saying? Every time, whether this one wrap up in a nice little bow or not, but it's some raggedy. Yeah, it's chaos is all of what he's looking for.
I just got an alert on my phone that said a growing number of GOP leaders believe Trump should be removed from office before January 20th, either by the 25th Amendment or by impeachment.
Yeah, I heard that 25th Amendment getting tossed around earlier today too.
Yeah, man, get him the fuck out of there, bro.
Yeah, now, like, if it was anybody else, you wouldn't be wasting time like that.
You know what you are, nigga? You a nigga that's supposed to get evicted, but you know your rights, and you got to give me 30 days.
You gonna use your whole 30 days, and you gonna fuck up my kitchen before you leave. Well, that's what you doing, dog. You gonna fuck up my kitchen before you leave, dog. You gonna go put holes in the wall, and you gonna say, look where you had me stand. Look what you did to me. Dog. It is totally ridiculous, dog. But why him? Like, why y'all got so much favor for him? Of all these crackers out here, that's the one y'all choose to, like, be the follower of. All these people that done came out, all these people that have more charisma, that have more sense, at least could be coherent.
Y'all niggas, if y'all want
why him?
If y'all want a white boy with swagger, who been around for a long time, with good hair, follow John Stamos. Shit, like, you know what I'm saying?
Like, pick somebody. And the whole thing about it, like that, but that show now, like, if you got 70 million people to follow somebody this damn near retard, what you do with somebody who got some finesse?
Yeah.
What do you do with somebody who got a little bit of finesse to talk that same rhetoric, but in a manner that is not as monkey stupid, Dorito chip looking ass dude as that? You know what I'm saying?
I just think
that's the dangerous part.
Well, you know, they always said the loudest one in the room is the scariest, right? That's intimidation. And the ignorant motherfuckers, it look like it's a lot of them. Like, if you look at CNN today, you like, if you scary, like if you're a person that's scary or you're not used to like chaos, like you was damn near overwhelmed by the shit that happened today. You probably felt like the sky was falling on some Chicken Little shit.
Yeah, you feel like it's really going down. Like, it's going down. It's going down and it's coming up. I feel like it's coming up than it's going down.
Yeah, this is the country purging itself of bullshit. Like, bro, you see how this worked? Like, just last week, we was talking about how they take the foundation, flip it on its head, and use it to oppose to everything that's good for the nation and society. And that was a week ago today.
A week ago.
Today. And then look what happened.
They still like
They
more the same. And then
what
you
is
go
that?
home. And then you go home. But like, what is you going home to do? I know you, like we just said a second ago, it's gonna be a fortnight or some shit. It's gonna be down there like a Game of Thrones. Or if you're gonna watch the news, it might be a dragonfly. This bitch, you know what I'm saying? Who
It
knows?
might be.
You might
You're
see
right.
a dragon ride this bitch. So
You might
not be
see it.
surprised. The motherfucking wall come up and then come down.
This this was this was organized chaos. I believe.
It
I
was
believe
not.
that this was calculated. This was you don't rush the capital, dog.
I
It's
was
certain people
people.
that
I
it's
believe it
certain
was
buildings in
people who
this
was
country that
checked in the hotels. It was like telling the people, the protesters, to go back to your hotel.
hotels, right?
The locals ain't stayed at the hotel. In the local, well, you obviously it wasn't the locals. The Chocolate City. That was that one. I don't even like calling white people vanilla because vanilla is black. The flour just white that they put on the picture, doc. So you don't even get to be vanilla if you want to be that. It was y'all running out there in the streets, man, organizing on Facebook back in these dark alleys of the dark internet, the
Yeah, the
dark
dog
net,
web and
the
shit.
dark web, where y'all here plotting world domination, stacking up.
White
Stacking
boys
up
with
firearms.
goddamn white boys with goddamn Perry polos on, black and yellow Perry polos on and shit in the background. But you can't tell me there are certain buildings in this country you just can't run up on.
Nah, dog. You respect certain things regardless of your emotions
Outrage.
or your outrage. You gonna go make a mockery of the thing that allows you, like we said before, that allows you to go make a mockery. Like,
Yeah.
so now you ain't gonna be able to make no more mockeries. Ain't no more mockeries going on of anything. You know what I'm saying? If you gonna go tear this structure down, what you think is gonna be more freedom? You think you fighting for more freedom, dog, by going out here and doing this?
No, these crackers looted the Capitol. Like they was walking out of there with shit.
Walking out that build with IG photos ready to go viral, dog. That the one dude I saw with the goat suit, like animal skin, something, dog. If that was today, it could have been another day, but if that was the day, he came ready to stunt. He was like,
That
"Oh,
was that was today.
make sure I got space
That
on
was
my
today.
phone
I saw pictures of him inside the Capitol, bro. That was today.
with their feet up." Dog, it would
Hey,
have been
feet.
a movie. What movie it is? Where it was like John Q was in the hospital. We had to barricade himself in there. It would have been like John Q in there. They'd have been, it was coming in, dog. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what happened to your son. I don't care what happened to the election. We coming in to get you with your feet up here on this thing, boy.
You saw the brother running up the steps. The police officer, the brother who was the cop, he was running up the steps
No, I
on
didn't
the
see.
radio.
I haven't seen too many details. Like I try not to watch too much of it because I get the overall theme of it. I'm gonna eventually get the highlights on the, you know what I'm saying, on my phone, but to sit there and watch it all, I ain't see it all. But
I didn't either because I was at work, but I saw the highlight of the brother on his radio with the Trump supporters in front of him, and he running up the steps. Like, and then when he get to the top of the steps, his crew is at the top of the steps. So now he ready. But I felt like he should have pulled his pistol out
and
and flushed one of
and
them
served
motherfuckers.
and protected himself. Defend
Exactly, bro. Because at this
himself.
point, y'all trespassing.
He defended himself.
I
It's a
don't, y'all,
mob of people. He died. It's been people killed for way less.
at least shoot him in the leg. And if you fuck around and hit the femoral
Dog, you can't
artery,
shoot him in the leg, dog. Shoot him in the leg is like that ain't what your gun for. Your gun ain't here to like incapacitate people unless it's like
you trying to kill him. Yeah,
yeah,
they taught
your
the shit
gun
to
is a
kill.
weapon to kill, dog. They had to shoot you in the chest and the head. And when you dead, they keep telling you to stop doing what you was doing before they shot you 14 times, dog. Stop talking back. Stop talking. Stop talking back. Stop talking back. I got 14, 9 millimeter, you know what I'm saying, millimeter bullets in my chest, dog. No more talking. But and that's the thing about it. So people look at, I done seen memes of the dude like this, like, why aren't you shooting them? You know why they ain't shooting them. Ain't no need to pretend, right? You don't need to pretend why they ain't getting shot. We know why they ain't getting shot. They've been doing. They did it in Michigan. Ran up there with rifles and standing on the courthouse steps, like, yo, we gonna defend this country. This little militia of us 13, we've been shooting in the backyard. We good at it now. Now we got a lot of.
Hey, let me tell you something. Man. Then this, so all this shit happened. So let's look at the the paradigm of this shit. A bunch of white boys rush the Capitol. They knock out the windows and shit like it's a crack house. You know what I'm saying? They run up in that shit. They loot the Capitol. Y'all don't do shit. Jacob Blake's shooters, who shot him 7 times, whatever, he lived. They not charging them, and that came out yesterday.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we can't. So I feel like shit purposely happens so you can look at the compare and contrast. Jacob Blake, from what we know, was breaking up a fight. He wasn't the aggressor.
Mm-mm. He wasn't even one of the two, from what I believe.
Exactly. Y'all paralyzed him. He's been in the hospital. He survived, thankfully, but his shooter's not gonna get charged. A bunch of white boys run up on a federal building, the Capitol.
I was gonna say not a federal building.
Capitol.
But with the people in there.
With the people in there.
On a specific date when they counting the votes to get Dorito up out of there.
Get his ass up out of there. But there's no. How many of them people gonna get arrested?
Ain't nobody getting arrested, dog.
Nah, bro.
The one lady who they just keep saying, the woman who got shot and eventually lost her life. Rest in peace to that lady. That's the only thing they really saying as far as I've heard. Once again, I'm not watching a bunch of details.
Yeah, I mean,
that's the only thing about what I've heard. But every other thing, dog, they was out there dragging people in the street before, dog. What it was about George Floyd. They was out there dragging people in the street. They was making sure they did not go this way. If they was doing the minimum they was doing when they was allowing them to protest, was saying, okay, you can protest, but you can't come over here. And if you come over here, then we gonna waka laka. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they was like, my goodness, it was so many of them. That's what I heard the dude say. There was so many of them. We were outnumbered. Well, I didn't see one barricade block to 6 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? They was like counting down to the curfew. Like these people was gonna vanish like the end of Avengers or some shit.
The curfew 6 o'clock, bro. Who the fuck going home at 6 o'clock?
People getting off
to go to that shit.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'm like, oh, wait till 5 or 6 o'clock come. People coming to get to that thing because they was finding out at work. Like if you wasn't a part of that group that knew that was coming and you wanted to be a part of some dumb shit like that, you like, oh, I can't wait till I get off work, boy. I'm going to be right down there. I'm gonna drive up from Virginia or wherever the fuck that I'm at. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put a bunch of Mountain Dew in the truck and I'm out of here. Goddamn it!
A bunch of Mountain Dew in the truck.
And I'm out of here. Goddamn it! You know what I'm saying? And just go run up on the Capitol building and then go home, dog. Like you was gonna do something, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure people was armed out there, and obviously somebody was, because the lady got shot and killed. But then y'all go home, and your boy come out there, say, well, we need to keep the peace and law and the order. I don't even know how to mock him no more, dog. He just like melting away in front of, you know what I'm saying? And they stole it from us. We won in a landslide. What in your right mind where you would even feel that it's a landslide if you won? That mean that you ain't around this.
When your vice president telling you, hey, we need to give it up. People in your own party are saying, yo, we need to concede.
No, it's not we need to give it up. It's over.
It's
It's
over.
over. Only thing you can do now is throw a tantrum. Throw a big old tantrum and hope that, you know what I'm saying, the Mountain Dew boys come down and make a scene. You know, that's what you're hoping for. And I'm hoping at the end of this, because see, what I'm hoping for is that America wins, the United States wins. And when I say the
Right.
United States, I'm not talking about good old red, white, and blue glory, you know what I'm saying, Star Spangled Banner. I'm talking about Wall Street. It's too much money on the line for this cracker to be out here fucking shit up, dog. You think chaos is gonna help somebody move this thing, dog? You think that's what the money want?
And that's why the one thing the stock
You get
market
your
don't
dumb
like,
ass around here, dog. You was
the
helping
stock
us when you was helping us. Now you think you finna cause some goddamn chaos where people can't go spend money? I break the rest of your jaw, your dumb ass.
he
Fuck.
fucking to the money.
Yeah,
You
I
can't
mean
fuck the
that's
money.
the real issue in my opinion. I'm like, dog, when it comes to the money, you think this making money? This ain't making nobody no money, dog. Everybody's scared to leave their house. You think somebody gonna come out and want to deal with you, or come want to spend money? And if it's cause no, game over. You
You gotta go.
gotta go. We played with you at the beginning, but now
And bitch ass Mitch McConnell, it's
I
too
am
late.
not Christian, dog. I'm gonna I'm not do his chin.
You look like the Purdue man, the
Uh,
motherfucking the chicken Purdue man or some
Nice
shit.
body gun, not the first part of not the first part of his chin.
Yeah. And you already know white people ain't got no lips. So
Yeah,
shit just be looking
he's
crazy.
suffering from cartilage, lack of cartilage. Cartilage is not popping on Mr. McConnell, and it ain't the part that he had ain't holding up. So we're gonna see how the fortnight go.
But it's too late to be trying to, stand your ground against this crap. You know what I'm
All of a
saying? I
sudden,
should have been doing that shit 4 years ago.
yeah, you should act like you had some sense, just common sense, dog. Common sense. You know what I'm saying? You ain't even have to be like, I ain't expecting you to be on the sides of what I'm doing or how I feel. But when it comes to the common things like clean water, the goal of peace, you know what I'm saying? Not people running up in the Capitol. You
In
gonna
the
kind of
Capitol.
in the
Think about
Capitol.
that. The
Now
Capitol.
my auntie live on East Street. I might need to call her to see if
Yeah,
to
she
see
all
if
right.
she's straight. Yeah. Now that I think about it, that's not because I'm like, yo, they just had it don't even register in your mind that it's like something like that. I'm like, no.
Kev in DC, the whole family.
Yeah.
And you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So we got people in Virginia, Fairfax, Arlington, but DC, we got like Kev actually live in DC.
Right. And
So
that's how you
like,
know the residents of DC were not there.
Kev probably like, I ain't hear nothing about this shit. Like, we didn't hear no rumblings. You know what I'm saying? This shit was covert like a
The
motherfucker.
locals was like, the people at the hotel knew what was going on. It's like we got a lot of bookings for the sixth, actually for the fifth. That night, we ran so many West Virginia and Kentucky cards this week. So many accents. So many people named Chuck.
Bubba.
So many Bubbas.
So
My daddy named Bubba. Shout out to the Bubbas. But Country Bubba is coming to the thing. You know what I'm saying?
he covered that bitch with overalls and a pitchfork. Dog, these crackers erected a cross on the Capitol.
That I
And
did.
and Trump is the furthest thing from godly. I just
That's what
I
I'm
just
saying.
but I just know
What
they want
album y'all listening to, dog?
hey, but I just know they want to douse that bitch with gasoline and set it on
Oh,
fire.
that's what they wanted to do, dog. Does the Klan have a song? Because if they, you know what I'm saying, a step, dog, because they would have, if they knew it, boy, that's what they wanted to do. They
When
wanted
I
to go
seen
out
them,
there.
when I seen them erecting that cross, you know what I'm saying? And that wasn't no small cross, bro. That was like some shit Jesus would have been hung on.
Dog, that was a full size cross, dog. Life size crucifix, dog. Dog, that
All I
needed
thought
rope.
about,
They had to pull it up like this. They had to use
yeah,
leverage,
like
dog. A
hey,
fulcrum.
they had the hoist that
Yeah,
bitch.
that damn that catapult. They was working. That's how you know they was playing. Somebody cut down a tree 3 months ago in their backyard. He got a story about that cross, dog. Billy Joe. Billy
Because the
Joe got
bitch
a
ain't just,
story
the bitch
about
ain't
that
just
tree.
randomly have a cross. Not that big, bro.
Not a
Like y'all
20
saying that.
footer. Not a 20 footer. Amazon ain't got those, dog.
All I thought about is if they like this bitch, I just thought about Malcolm X when his pops ran out of the house saying, I'm a man.
I'm a man.
I'm a man,
I'm a
bro.
man. I'm gonna watch that tomorrow. I'm gonna watch that. I need to get fired up. You know what I'm saying? I be trying to make sure that I stay peaceful because I walk around these streets and the city that I currently live in is, for the most part, Trumpito land. You know what I'm saying? I done
Yeah.
had people try me at the store. It had to be because I'm raised by Stanky and Bubba. Boy, I ain't just kill your dog and put you in your dead dog mouth. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? I wasn't even gonna hurt you. I was gonna kill your dog and put you in his mouth because you went here acting a fool. But
Yeah. That and the food, dog. So the only thing I can say,
everybody need to chill. We all need to chill. Y'all need to leave the Capitol, dog, like y'all did. Y'all need to go home. I don't even know what you need to do, but go do that so that you can be relaxed, dog. Because it's over, dog. It's game over, dog. Things fall apart.
go
And this
drink
is
some
coming.
wild turkey and some shit.
Yeah,
and,
man.
and eat and fucking chew on some snuff.
I would tell you to contemplate why you going so hard for this cat, dog, but you don't know how to contemplate, dog. That was too many syllables.
It was to
All you
con.
heard was con, and you was thinking felon.
Yep.
He's a con. I ain't no convict. I ain't do nothing, boy. I aint a criminal. I'm an American.
He said con and plate in the
Yeah,
same sentence. You're not
yeah.
making license plates, bitch.
Yeah, he thought went straight to the pen with that one.
But yeah, things fall apart. Shout out to the
Things.
Roots of
Shout
Love.
out to the Roots and Questlove. So being that it
Yeah,
is,
hold on. Let's say this. There's so many album titles in hip hop that fit this moment.
let's see what
Things fall apart. The tipping point.
the
Gangstar step into the arena. You know what I'm saying? All this shit. Ice Cube, America, with the
yeah.
3K.
The even the
America's Most
even the
Wanted.
Lupe song, the Lupe song got that at the end of it. Now you got my mind stomped. Now you done took me on another way. Now I'm like Goody Mob, the Survival Kid, Extinction Level event. They coming. All of
Coming.
this. Yeah,
Still standing.
goodness, dog.
Bruh, it's so hip hop been telling y'all forever.
First of all, this is the story that people been telling y'all forever. There's never been a I be telling people all the time, there's never been a movie or especially in our culture, a song that did not overtly express the oppression that is going on a daily basis. Not like trying to write it in like wade in the water, like come when the moon go down so we know that we can be safe. No, I'm getting bashed in the head by you know what I'm saying? It's everything that we do. So don't be surprised. It's no surprise whenever it happened. And it's no surprise when, well, it's a surprise when you run up on the Capitol, but it's no surprise when you run up on the Capitol when you get to go home.
I know brothers who literally, like me and you, don't give a fuck. And they was watching the news today like, these niggas tripping.
Uh,
Like they tripping.
on a regular scale, because like even if you ain't like, I won't say you don't have no home training because we all have home training to a degree. It's how much you use it. But even if you don't use your home training, you out here wilding. That look totally crazy to you. You and your homeboys ain't never been like, We gonna run up on the Capitol.
I
That's what,
got, I got, I know
the
people that personally
Capitol.
run up in your house and they wouldn't
Right.
run up in the Capitol.
They will run up on you walking out the Capitol because you left the
They do
Capitol.
that, bitch. They
You
ain't
know what I'm
going in there.
saying? It's too much going on in there. Like it ain't. It's a movie to go in there and come out.
Yeah.
It's a movie to go in there and come out. Like go in there and like run around the halls and take pictures and sit in the seat of the where the vice president sit or what the House and the representatives. That's a movie. You know what I'm saying? That's like
Nancy Pelosi, bro. You had your foot on her desk.
they had to go wipe it down before she went back in there. All y'all in here with the Rona, the spread and Rona in here, man. Got the place COVID up.
COVID up.
COVID up,
Oh,
dog.
this shit is, you know how you have like, this is gonna be like this shit gonna have so many historical photo ops. Like this gonna be some shit when we dead and gone, like 60 years from now. And if we, you know what I'm saying, if we have kids
Do the
and
math
like
on that. I'm like,
nephew and your
yeah,
nephew,
I take that.
they gonna be like, what the fuck? Like it's gonna be like
What were these cats doing, dog? Especially if things go as to how the universe says it should go. You know what I'm saying? If the will of man by some and what I would say damn near miracle allows what the universe is pushing forward, because that's why this friction is going on. Really,
right.
we changing the whole. The times have changed, so the old regime is. You know what I'm saying? It take when a building fall down, it don't just disappear. It's rubble, it's clean up. You know what I'm saying? The shit you got to do. So that part, there's friction, but when it moves like that, 60 years from now, like you said, they're gonna look back and be like, these might have been some of the dumbest people in the history of our modern existence. Like, should we even include this group of people? This, however long it lasts, you want to call it this. I even give it 8 years because it was like the last 2 to 4 years of Obama, and then these 4 years, and whatever come after that, you will add the hopefully the flaming out of that as we proceed into some real shit. But they're gonna be like, dog, these are almost like the dark ages. They had this bubbling technology that was allowing them to disseminate information and then spread all of this stuff, but they was using it to be fucking retarded. They, they
I
let an
hate that the
idiot be in
images.
charge.
I hated the images that of what happened today in the video. Like they're gonna be memorialized. It's gonna be like some of them images in the Capitol today. Like they gonna like some of them
Yeah,
white boys and them Trump supporters. That shit gonna be like some Tommy Smith shit. You know,
yeah,
like
forever.
Tommy Smith fist in the air at the
Mm-hmm.
Olympics.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of them images gonna be memorialized just like that. Like they gonna be iconic images
Mm-hmm.
because it's
That
just gonna be
day
some shit that you just never.
expected to happen. It was like somebody taking a power that you didn't, first of all, didn't even know that you wanted. Like, really?
Exactly. Because I now that I see that, when I see that, I never knew I wanted to run up into the Capitol till I saw them do it.
So how about this? I've run up in the Capitol. I've run up in the
Yeah,
Capitol. I've run up in the Capitol on 2 occasions. One time as a protester, one time as a visitor. I give you the first occasion. I give you the second occasion because I was a protester. I was a fan. Was freshman year. I didn't even know what I was marching for. Nigga, a bunch of niggas was moving in one direction, and they was like, "We going to the Capitol." I'm like, I ain't got no class. Let's walk. We just
let's go. Yeah.
we chant, we going up. I have still to this day. We could have been going up there about whatever, but I know Andrew Gilliam had something to do with it back, back then. So we sitting there, we raiding the Capitol, Now, did we get to the office, you know what I'm saying, to the room and was stunting? No. But we did the little city part, you know what I'm saying? That was the
And
first one.
that's the state capital.
Right,
Like
that's the state capital. And we went and sat down. You know what I'm saying? Went there and sat down. We ain't bust no windows. We was in the harmonizing. You know what I'm saying? We had altos, sopranos. You know what I'm saying? We had
with people.
beds. We had so the first time I ran up in the Capitol, this was a little bit more renegade than that. I was a visitor. So I'm in the, I don't even know. I guess I was in the band. I'm in middle school, I'm in the band. We go down on some visit, we go visit fam. And a part of the tour, they take us to the Capitol and we go into the chambers where they, you know, where the legislature sit and they call some volunteers to come sit in the seats, like and whatever, you know what I'm saying, the people who sit up top. So I get called up there. I'm like, yeah. So me, I'm the athlete. You know what I'm saying? I'm running up there. Get about 5 steps up. Toop, toop. I disappear. Totally disappear. Why do I disappear? I'm not David Blaine. You know what I'm saying? I done tripped and fell in front of, I don't know how many people. You know what I'm saying? How many people in the bed? I done tripped and fell. I'm laying on the ground. And I laid there for like what felt like 2 minutes. Probably was like 20 seconds because people started coming up. I'm on the ground. I'm like, nigga, you done failed, dog. Like, in front,
Hell,
Goob done failed in front of everybody. So that was my run up in the Capitol building story. You know what I'm saying? My 2 episodes, but none of them had to do with any type of coup with the government.
it's not even a coup because the military wasn't involved. It was just some. It was white. It was white privilege. It was white entitlement. It was everything white was had to do with this shit.
It wasn't much.
You know,
It wasn't much different than the field trip that I went on. They just had different. You know what I'm saying?
agenda.
They had different agendas that going to the Capitol. They all went organized, had merch,
Had
matching
lunch,
shit,
college
flags.
lunches, all kind of shit.
You know what I'm saying? Been prepping for months, building all type of shit in their backyard, and then get out there and stun on the Capitol, climbing up the side of the walls, dog, like wildlings on Game of Thrones. That's why I say,
Bro,
dog, don't be surprised.
I told him it looked like Sosa coming for Tony at the end of Scarface.
It looked like Shotters. It looked like Belly. Why I said it was crazy, dog. It was crazy. I saw some of the pictures of people scaling the walls. What you going to do? We done voted. What is you? Nah. You finna nah. I'm out the thing. Nah. He the president. Nah. He the president. Nah. Duh. Where's
Act
the
of-
Where's the military? I know the National Guard came. Like, what role does the military have in all of this?
You know they denied. You know they called for the National Guard, the Department of Defense. That's why the boys from Virginia had to come over
Mm,
because DC not a state; they're a district. So
right.
I mean, so that's why the law enforcement from Virginia had to travel over to DC to get that shit right. But I know we laughing about it right now, and you
Oh, it's
gotta.
dead serious.
That's just what we do. Like we
Right. That's
laugh.
how you got to deal with it.
We know it's some bullshit, but
Yeah.
really, in the grand scheme of things, like I don't think it ain't gonna really be till like a week from now when we just kind of sitting up and we like motherfuckers really ran up on the Capitol with no consequences. Like they really ran up in the Capitol. They like looted the Capitol. They knocked out the windows in the Capitol. They went head up with Capitol Police.
Not a KFC, not a Wendy's, not a Walmart, not somebody stole the Capitol, dog.
Y'all was mad when motherfuckers was looting Target during the Black Lives Matter, but y'all ain't raising no hell about motherfuckers running out with shit in the Capitol.
We must survive. We must follow the law and order. Go home, even though they stole the election from us. You got. And this is and it take me back to that. This is who y'all choose to ride with, dog. Anybody that shows that you was ready to ride for anybody who was gonna talk that hate shit.
Yeah, real talk.
Anybody who was gonna come out and talk that hate shit, you was willing to ride for them. So he ain't got enough. What he got, he's the king of insults. I give him that. He'll one line of you and say that corny like left field shit, but that's it. He ain't make me or I don't see how he makes anybody call to any action for real. What action does he stand for? Like what has he said for real for real? He
To make you feel like that he the one.
he the one. Like he ain't
He
get it
not
out the mud. He ain't get it out the mud like what y'all swimming in and dragging catfish from. He ain't
at
get it
all.
out of none of that. No. So what make y'all ride for him like this? Like when people roll for Fidel, like these other leaders, Fidel Castro, who took over governments and all of the shit, like he was from a certain level of from of the peopleness. Donald Trump
Right.
been a pussy ass cracker since I've been born.
When he was hanging with hip hop niggas and
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah. We used him as a doll, as a like action figure. You couldn't take him seriously. He was Ric Flair.
Nah, I want to see Ric Flair way.
But Ric Flair way cooler. But do you think Ric Flair could run for president?
I actually think he could. If Ric Flair would have ran for president, if Ric Flair would have ran for
I'm
president
moving way the
in
fuck from right here. Ric Flair
in
run
his
for
wrestling days, he from Atlanta.
He would have
He
got the
definitely
black
had.
vote. Georgia would have been blue.
Well, you know how many rap niggas fuck with Ric Flair?
Oh yeah, to this day. To this
Goddamn
day.
Migos, like they like goddamn Migos got a song called Ric
Called
Flair.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Ric.
But Ric Flair was like, when you see Ric Flair now, like if you don't know Ric Flair then, if you see Ric Flair now, you think
Then
he's
you
just some white boy trying to be cool.
or some
But if you
old
saw
dude
Ric
trying to
Flair
hold on to something.
hold on to something, but if you saw Ric Flair then, you like he's always been that guy. Like he always
Dog.
been that guy.
When you're young, you don't even understand how big it is. You just see it, and you just think that that's what it is and will always be because you're young. You trapped in this forever state right now. Like that's all it is. And like the past ain't got much, and really the future what you look to. But dog, Ric Flair was huge.
He was
Is
huge.
huge. He was his personality, his whole thing. Ric Flair was huge.
He was
And
a rapper, bro.
he was a rapper. He was a star. And I would say, yeah, he was more liked than he could not. When you say run for president, I see what you said. You know what I'm saying? If the
Think
playing
if Trump
field
had
right,
Ric
like
Flair,
what if so how about if Ric Flair had Donald Trump agenda?
like if he was Ric Flair then, like how like Trump was hanging with hip hop niggas then, but then we found out he took the mask off,
No,
and then
what if just like how Ric Flair has charisma, flair, this
but
ability,
he had Trump agenda,
right? But with Trump,
we'll be fucked.
right, he'll take over the world. He might make some races. You know what I'm saying? He
Yeah,
might create
he
some
might
races.
he,
He might flip
he
you. He
be
might be like,
perfect.
yeah, I don't know about these niggas, even though I might be one of them. You know what I'm saying?
He won. Like Ric Flair come out there with the aviator shades, the crocodiles
He was
on,
like, yeah, maybe I should be styling and profiling
and Ted DiBiase would be his goddamn vice president,
his
the
vice
million dollar.
president because his lips, because his lips don't move either. Just like Mike Pence lips do not move, even when he talking.
And motherfucking Elizabeth.
Nothing has moved on that man face in 4 years.
Elizabeth to be the mistress and shit.
Lewinsky treating her like Monica. Crazy, this dog.
That's the
The theater.
that's that's America in a nutshell. White people just feel like they can do what the fuck they want to do. And I can't blame them for feeling like they can do what the fuck they want to do because they do,
They got plenty of evidence of doing it.
and there's no
Plen-
repercussion.
yeah, plenty of heritage of doing what the fuck I want to do.
We have a lineage of doing what the
Yeah,
fuck we
yeah.
want to do.
Like they tell each other when they do it to each other. Like, who do you think you are? When the police pull them over, who do you think you're pulling over? When they pull us over, it's like last time I got pulled over, I'm like this when they walking up to the car. He probably like this nigga tripping. Yeah, well, hey, your body camera better be on because I'm trying to make it back to the crib. I don't know what you talking about.
Every time I got pulled over recently, which it ain't been a lot, but a couple times over the last couple years, I got Killer Mike in my head. All I hear Killer Mike saying is survive the encounter.
Mhm. That's
You
it.
gotta survive. You gotta survive the encounter.
That's
You
it.
can't bring about change if you dead. And sometimes you could end up. Sometimes you can do everything right, and shit still
And
go
still
wrong.
go left. Yeah.
But still, the goal is always to survive the encounter. Like you cooperating with them crackers don't make you pussy. Like it don't make you soft. It make you smart.
It make you on the math, it make you more likely to make it to the crib.
Exactly. If you talking about the law of averages,
You know what I'm
you know,
saying? Because
you
that's what
talking
I
about
roll by. I don't care about how you feel about it. How you feel about it is your goddamn business. Run them numbers for me, please.
yeah. So I get the fuck on.
Yeah.
But I had I when I talk to some niggas I know, hey shoot, like I know I'm an aggressor. You know what I'm saying? Like I know that. Like people that know me, like I'm super chill, like I'm super quiet, but I know I can be an aggressor. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I know how to turn that shit and turn it off. Like as a black man, a nigga that's 6'4" and got a beard that look like I'm finna go do a jihad out this bitch. You know what I'm saying? I know when they pull me over, like there's preconceived. Like I know when I walk into Florida State, I know when I walk into certain places, bro. There's a preconceived notion that people got about me
Hmm.
because of my physical appearance, and I tell them, like, don't confuse who you think I am with who I really am. And that shit work both ways.
Right.
Like I know when y'all see me, y'all think I'm a hood, I think I'm this, until I sit down and I talk to y'all about all kind of shit and all my likes and that I'm a lover of jazz and that I write poetry and I do all this shit. But I can also be who y'all
Who y'all think I
think
am?
I am.
Cause
Yeah,
I
I can be that too.
yeah, cause I am that I
I
am.
am that. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
because I
am
am
that.
that I am. I can be as I choose to be. You know,
Yeah.
I can be as I choose to be, and that's
I,
really how I go. Because I even
yeah.
said it on the last pod. Like my whole nature, Goob was groomed on physicality. Like that's what the foundation of what birthed me. Like you were just a better athlete. You were stronger, bigger, stronger, faster. So you use that, and from there it develops into your mentality, your spirituality, your consciousness, your awareness. It was just, but that is always there. Like pull it out, and I will slap fire at you if I need to. Slap, you know what I'm saying? And from a time where that was the mode of communicating.
Yeah.
Now, like if I tell somebody I'm gonna slap fire them, they might pull that fire. Like I can't I can't go to those things exclusively anymore. I have to have a more diverse portfolio of who I am and what I am. That's why I have to be the ability to be whatever.
Yeah, you got to. You got to
All
be
the
able
way
to.
left, all the way right, all the way up, all the way down. You know what I'm saying?
I remember I was out at a gas station one day. It was a couple years ago, and I was pumping gas like normal shit. And I had the windows down in my truck, and every time I pump gas, I let my windows down and I turn the engine off and I just want to hear the music, bitch. I drive a truck. That shit 24 gallons. I'm gonna be here a minute.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I want the music playing. And on this particular day, I was listening to goddamn Scarface. The World Is Yours. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you remember that album, whatever.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure you remember the album. And as I'm listening to Scarface, like I'm like toward the end of the album. You know what I'm saying? And toward the end of the album, you know,
Let
there's
me
some
get a
songs on
visual. Keep it up.
there's some songs on there that will offend, bro. Like if you standing next to me and I'm pumping gas and I'm listening to The World Is Yours and some of these goddamn songs come on, you
And you
gonna be like,
on you on the other side.
so one song in particular, I'm black. You know what I'm saying? Like
Not one
that's
song in particular. Track one. 1993 Scarface, track one. I'm black. I want to play it, but I know I don't
bruh,
want no copyrights on the pod. But track
bruh, but
one.
basically,
Go
I'm
listen to track one on Scarface. I'm gonna put a picture up right now of the album cover. It is
hey, the song start off,
track one. That's
they
go
trying to
ahead.
take advantage of a nigga cause I'm black. They looking at me strange, so I'm looking at their ass back. And he's in the now.
Like this.
Let's keep in mind that on Unblack, after each verse, he has this brother from the nation, and he's telling brothers, if you stop jacking each other and start jacking police cars, you know what I'm saying?
Ah,
Hey,
hey.
so as up in my gas, there is a white guy pumping his gas in his fucking Prius or whatever he's in. And he says to me, do you really think that's appropriate? I say, what, me pumping gas?
Yeah, yeah,
If I
yeah.
don't pump gas, how I'm gonna get where the fuck I'm going? Like, what you mean do I think is appropriate?
Hey, what you think I need 93? That what you trying to say?
Right, you know,
Think I
bitch,
need 93?
this is an American vehicle, bitch. We put the 87 in it.
Yeah,
Like, go see
man.
what you was like. So he's like, no, the song you're listening to in the
Oh,
context.
man.
I say, bro, you go sit in your car and let your goddamn windows up while
Hey
you're
man, go
there.
get in your car, dog.
What the fuck?
If you
What you mean? What you mean is it appropriate? Number one, I'm listening to a song called I'm Black. I am black. And you just proved my point in the first verse of the fucking song. You looking at me strange, so I'm looking at your ass back. What the fuck you think this is, man? I got freedom of expression just like you do, bitch. Just like you
yeah,
don't want to put that goddamn mask on, and just like you feel like you could fucking rush the Capitol,
rush the Capitol.
and just like you feel like you got enough nuts to come to me and fucking ask me, is this appropriate? Bitch, you don't pay no car note on this goddamn truck. You ain't buy this music. You can sit in your car. You can let your goddamn windows up, and you
You
can let
can
your
be mad as you want to in your car. Cause when I hear, let me tell you, cause even when I'm at the gas station and I hear niggas playing shit, I'm like, dog, that shit loud as fuck. But am I going to the nigga and be like, dog, you get your shit on 79, dog. You might want to put it on. Why your shit ain't on 53, on 27, dog? We're at the gas station, we in public. Do you think you should be playing whatever XYZ louder? No. I can say to myself, God damn, boy, that shit, dog. And
and
that's
that's the thing.
and
Like
who is this nigga listening to and why?
it wasn't even that loud. It ain't like I got 12 or 15 in my shit.
Right. Yeah.
You happened to be in the pump that was right next to me, so you could hear what I'm listening to.
You feel privileged enough to even walk up on somebody and question their decision for listening what they listen to. As if you a
Right.
journalist and you trying to truly inquire for your knowledge, which you ain't. You trying to check somebody in order to get them to ride with you. Like, we ain't riding in the car with you, dog. That ain't what we doing over here. You get in your car, you do what the fuck you gonna do, dog. Cause I will slap fuck fire at you, boy. Go sit
Bro,
down over
I
there.
motherfucking make you think. You will think this shit is role reversal for real, because I would drag your ass like a slave. This ain't this ain't what you think this is. Like, bitch, this ain't 1953.
Yeah,
Me
you
and my
not.
mom was just me and my mom was literally just talking tonight, dude. My mama said to me, please keep your gun on you. I remember when I first bought my dog, my mama was so nervous. This is like over 10 years ago. And as of late, she's like, please. But when she saw what happened today,
Yeah,
she like, please keep
they
your
bold.
like, please. And she'll tell me, I hope you never find yourself in a situation where you gotta use it. But if you got to, you got to. You got
People
to, bro.
people get very bold and emboldened when, like I tell people all the time, who the president is really don't matter. Like, they don't make that much difference on your day-to-day life. You still got to get up and go do what you do. But
Exactly.
what they do is set a tone, a particular tone for what's going on. And he set a
Exactly.
tone for people to get emboldened and feel like they can go say the stuff that they were saying in their living room or in their bedroom with their people out here on the streets, as if they still in their living room with their people and not with the people who they think they talking about.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So that whole dynamic of him being in office just rose the vibe of that emboldenedness that will get people on both sides fucked all the way up if it really go to popping off, which once again I hope is not, in which based on the history of this country with money ruling the day probably won't be. But if something like that was to pop off, it would be because it was the vibe that you released some venom and people felt bold enough to come out, like, because people feel that way. You know what I'm saying? Out of that 70 something million people that voted with him, a whole bunch of that majority feel that way. Some had some other reasons, but
After these messages, we'll be right back.
so welcome to the Rangers Kid podcast. We're back from our break. I hope you enjoyed the commercial. We're gonna transition over into some more hip hop news, or into some more, because Donald Trump is a goddamn show. You know what I'm saying? He was a lie. How many verses he was in? But in hip hop news, the great MF Doom, the mysterious MF Doom, the master, the god MF Doom, transitioned back on Halloween, which is fitting the day that everybody wears a mask. Our masked villain goes down by whatever took him, who knows? But it's been a flood of MF Doom on my YouTube stream. Like, who knew it was this many MF Doom documentaries from 3 years ago and 6 years ago and a year ago and 3 hours ago that you can put together? But like, I just saw, I think it was like an hour and a half every MF Doom sample.
Oh, I told you listen to Danger Doom, right?
I listened to Danger. So at first I was looking for an album called Danger Doom.
It's
But
called The Mouse and the Mask.
right, but Danger Doom is like Gnarls Barkley. It's a group. You know what I'm
It's Danger
saying?
Mouse and Doom, yeah.
So I found it that way. But yeah, I'm kind of disappointed in myself because I'd have gone this whole time and not been in the moment with MF Doom. Like,
And I like the honesty, because when artists die, everybody want to act like they've been on them. You got a
forever.
few people that's honest and be like, damn, man, I hate that I didn't discover him earlier. But for the
Now,
most part, everybody like they want to say, I hate to use pop terms, but like clout chasers and shit.
mhm.
Um, but yeah, go ahead.
But so I realized today because I've been going back and because it hit me so hard. Not that he died, but he died suddenly. And what I knew of him, that he was very mysterious. I actually saw the Hip Hop DX video from like 2017 that I remember watching in 2017, where they talked about the imposters that he was using for the shows.
Concert.
You know what I'm saying? And I was thinking, and at that time I was like, oh, I'm gonna go back and listen to this dude, and never did it. Like I remember, like I never got around to truly going back and listening to Mad Villain or nothing. And
Right.
then when he passed, I'm like, damn, this nigga gone. And then I go listen to it. The first thing that I listened to, like, melt my heart like I'm 13, 14 years old again, dog. I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm thinking to myself, he been doing this at least since 99, 90, in 2004. I think Mad Villain came out 3 or 4. But I done let 16 years go by and ain't get to be like anticipating what he doing and wanting
Hey,
what's next. I swear to God, I don't listen to how many songs on this track list right now. It's more than what I see here. But I don't listen to 80 songs in the past 2 days, maybe three
right.
of them. I was like, oh, that's okay.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying? I was like, that one don't really, you know what I'm saying? I see what he doing, but not that one for me. No, no, like 98%, 99% of what Doom was doing. I'm like, dog, it's it's Derringer, it's obviously Mad Lib, it's Alchemist, it's hip hop, dog. It's it's 70s cartoons, 80s cartoons, even listening to the Gangstar from earlier. It's it sound different on the back end. They was like he dark. I could see how they say he was dark, but he wasn't dark. That music was bright. When you listen to Raid, what about Raid sounds dark?
And also, they used Raid on the episode of Boondocks. In fact, they
Yeah,
used a few Doom songs on Boondocks.
the dude used MF Doom verse on like CNN that corresponded. He was like, "Yeah, it sounds like that classic MF Doom verse with him and Mr. Fabulous, where the
Yeah.
rappers being snitches." I don't see like I don't even know all the words perfectly yet, but god damn it, if I ain't worked out the past 3 days to MF Doom, and I'm just like, and then when I go back and I see video that I saw before, like I saw the most deaf video of him talking about him, but
And you
I
saw him do a cover of All Caps that he did
yeah,
3 years ago. He did that
right,
shit 3 years ago.
yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Like Q-Tip said when he got word MF Doom died, he tweeted out, he was a giant, your favorite rapper. And it's a lot of people that didn't really even realize that MF Doom was Zev Love X from KMD. You know what I'm saying?
This little
And
skinny little dude.
I,
But I listened to the Gas Face the other day, yesterday, and if his verse ain't different than everybody else's verse on that thing, they
yeah,
was doing 80s verses, you know what I'm saying? The classic da 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 da. He came on the da 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 da. It was he. I am very for somebody who claimed to be who swim in this culture. Like I guess I was in the Indian Ocean swimming,
yeah.
and he was in the Atlantic Ocean swimming. You know what I'm saying at that time, and I just ain't get to get in the current that he was moving. But my God, if I ain't in it now, like I'm talking about when automatically, and not, and I say because he did, because I probably wouldn't have jumped on it that fast. But this man that
Right.
moved into my pantheon, I'm like, dog. I told my lady, I'm like, where have I been?
Where have I been?
What have
And
I been doing?
like I said to you the other day, I can't believe that because normally when I hear something and it's super dope, I'm like, yo,
Yeah, we share this like what we do. We share
what we
this.
do. But I think
It might have been assumed that we was on it. Like,
Yeah, because you know how sometimes you just kind of assume because they your people and you and your
yeah,
people align, you just kind of assume like, oh, he know about that. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? And if anything, if it goes beyond that, it's just more so like I'm like telling you, like, I know you know who he is, but yo, he got something new dropping. You know what I'm
right,
saying? So it
yeah,
was more so like of an assumption that I just thought that you knew. And then it's like some people, like I was talking to, you know, one of my partners in Atlanta. He was like, yo, put me on MF Doom. But he from Pennsylvania. He was like, yo, give me a song like that I could listen to. So I just told him to listen to the whole Miss Food or you know
yeah.
what I'm saying? Like Mad
Listen up.
Villain.
Food.
Right. But I was like, you know, if you really want to kind of like vibe out, maybe you should, cause you ain't ever heard them before, so you may need to listen to something that may try to catch that may catch you
Yeah, you
immediately.
need
So
something a
I
little
thought,
bit familiar.
yeah.
You might
So I
need
thought,
like the Ghostface song to introduce you to him or something like that.
and you know they were supposed to be doing a project Doom
Oh,
Stars.
oh yeah. They so you know who makes more sense to me now? Camp Low.
Right.
Camp Low makes way more sense to me now. Cause they was talking about something, but they was talking about it in a way that they wasn't really. They seem to be going off and fluttering in the space, and then come back and using these multisyllabic words. He wasn't necessarily using multisyllabic words, but he was keeping on the rhyme flow and may take you way left and bring you right. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Right back right, or however you want to say it. But it's dynamic and it is. I'm glad I got something new to listen to.
One of
Saying that
my
I could just go through everything and just download in my head.
one of my favorite albums, like legit, one of my like favorite albums, and De La Soul got a lot of great albums. And you know, I like a lot of shit. Like I like a lot of their music, bro. But the Grind Date was a really good album. The Spike Lee on that thing, you know what I'm saying? And MF Doom is on that album. You know what I'm saying? He on a song called Rock
Yes,
and Flow.
yes,
And he snapped. You
yes.
know what I'm saying? He snapped.
Boom. It's like, and it's like, is it the headbanger song?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm telling you. It's like plug one, get out his way a couple times. It's like he
Yeah.
plug one going, and then he's like, oh shit. And he,
And
yes,
it's a lot of dope songs on that album, like Ghostface on that album. Like it's a lot of good shit on that album. But
it's a lot of good. I done fell into the MF Doom tunnel now. It's like, oh shit, because there's so much to go back. I can just like dive into it and not get bored and keep looking for shit and just listening to shit. I watched this whole Red Bull interview, his with Red Bull Music with that dude from a few years ago, his old interview,
uh,
and it was his the mysteriousness went away, and I understood exactly what he was doing. He taking he taking his childhood with him as he grow up. He bringing cartoons with him. He bringing the commercials that raised us with him and putting it in the music and having fun with it. That's why he wore the mask. He was like, once it became about the visual and this is an audio thing, it's like then he wanted to release himself of having to of pleasing people visually. He's like, it's about the music. It's, you know what I'm
he's
saying?
what he's what he became what Ghostface started off as. How like we didn't know what Ghostface was like. Like he wore the mask, he wore the, and I think if I'm not mistaken, I remember he did it like Ghostface did an interview years ago, and if I'm not mistaken, forgive me if I am, but I think I very much remember him saying, "Man, I wish I would have never took the mask off."
Right. I was about to
You know,
say that. He did say that.
Like I wish I would have never like. It's that whole mystique that we talked about last time.
Hold on.
That's that accordion on that's the first song on Mad Villain, bro.
Yeah, that. See, listening to that, if you're not a hip hop head, and I won't even say a hip hop head, but if you ain't willing to listen to something and give something a chance, then you hear that accordion, you like, oh, next track.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just because he got that accordion. But if you give it a second and let that thing sit, I'm talking about every song that I've listened to for the past 3 days have been
They cold.
they dog. I'm like,
He was a very cold person. Like he was a very um creative person. Like and then what you gonna soon understand, like a lot of people felt like he was just rambling, but like a lot of that
mm-mm.
shit he was saying, it was like real shit. It's just that it was like kind of New York shit, up north shit, or it may just be shit that you're not familiar with, so it just sound like he rambling, but he really not. It's
He
if you
was
don't
so
know,
go
yeah,
ahead.
if you don't know, you just don't know. But to you, it's gonna sound foreign. It's just like listening to Mandarin. Like if you don't know Mandarin, it just sound like motherfuckers just saying a
Hmm.
bunch of vowels and
Yeah.
consonants. That shit means something. Like it ain't just they not just talking to be talking. Like
They
nah,
just like just making sound come out their mouth.
he's just talking with no brain activity. Like his thought that was put into this shit.
And going back to that interview, he was saying like I got the notebooks to prove it. Like I done wrote all this stuff out. Like this ain't just go in the booth and just let it rip and then you know what I'm saying chop it up, put this here and
Piece
keep
it
punching
together.
in. Yeah, this man say he got notebooks upon notebooks of writings to prove it. And he also said that he would purposely where you thought the rhyme was gonna be change not the rhyme but change the word or the how he came at it to still get you to that same point. So you may think like you know what I'm saying Mary had a little lamb as fleet as white as snow. Everywhere that Mary went, a lamb was should have go, but he would change the
Follow.
oh you
He
know
was
what I'm saying.
like he was
You,
everywhere
whether
that went, he was sure to follow.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? You will follow and swallow, looking for the hollow. You know what I'm saying? It was using
You
that.
couldn't project. You couldn't project. It wasn't like a battle. You know what I'm saying? Where niggas be battling
It
and a nigga
wasn't
say
Dom Kennedy
they
and
gonna
Nipsey
finish your
early.
rhyme.
It wasn't early Nipsey and Dom Kennedy.
And Dom Kennedy, bruh. So we
Even
gotta
though they so cold, shout out. They
one
Nip
day we gotta talk
obviously
about
no.
Dom Kennedy, the original Dom Kennedy album.
Yeah.
Um,
Thank you for watching and listening to the Ranchers Kid podcast. I am Young Goob the God. Shout out to my homeboy Ant for coming through once again. And like my homeboy Big Rube say, right on to the real, death to the fakers. Peace out.
Yeah, yo.